Alright, so as you guys know, I've been doing some vague posts on Instagram, and if you haven't noticed, my uploads haven't been quite as frequent after the last few months. Since January, my mind's been very occupied right after work. So, as some of you know, I've been trying to sell Brooke's car. She has a Fiesta as well. Well, we finally decided to make a big move. As you know, this weekend, well, some of you know, they followed me on Instagram and Facebook. We drove to Chicago this weekend. I found the perfect car finally for us. It was worth the 11-hour drive because the trip itself, let me explain that for a second. So it started out, we drove up through St. Louis, got to see the Arch, got to drive up through the wonderful parts of Illinois. It's not really that exciting, but when we got to Chicago, that's when the real action happened. So we got to Chicago and met Boban. He was our salesman. I talked to him on the phone and through emails, and he got us set up with a perfect car for us. I knew exactly which one I wanted. I knew everything about the car before I got there. I just wanted to go on test drive, check it out, make sure it was 100%, and we all came to the right deal. So we got to go on test drive, and while we're at the dealership, one of the customers there has some very nice cars. He has quite the car collection. So he pulls up in a 2016 Porsche GT3 RS. Boban actually came by and said, "Hey, would you like him to start it up for you on video?" And I'm like, yeah, I would like you to start that up on video. We went to go talk to the owner, and he was actually kind of busy at the time, so we went back and we did some more paperwork. Well, when the owner came to get me, I met him, shook his hand, he said, forget starting it up. You want to go for a ride? I said, yes, I absolutely want to go for a ride. We went around the block, and we did this. Yeah.
Just step on the brake, full gas.
Yeah.
Ready?
It's fantastic. It's so good. Alright, we're good.
Ready?
Yep. So good. It's hard not to be in launch mode all the time. So good.
Yeah,
I've heard so many great things. I like carbon ceramic brakes and all that stuff. Like I don't have a whole lot of experience with either, but I've heard it's just like it's insane the amount.
you gotta heat them up. You gotta heat them up. Like right now, they probably don't perform as well as they regular brakes.
Yeah.
Just because you gotta get them.
Gotta get them temperature.
Yeah.
We did a few launches with launch control on the GT3 RS down some his private track that he has behind his house. At the end of that clip, we're trailing off 100 miles an hour, and you can just see the stupid grin. It was awesome. It was the coolest thing. Like, I've never ridden a GT3 RS. That was a beautiful car and a beautiful time. And thank you so much for that ride if you're watching this. Hopefully he saw my channel. We get back to the dealership, and we're talking about exotic cars and some hyper cars, and I kind of mentioned that I was kind of a hypercar, supercar kind of fanatic. It turns out Boban tells me of a certain Lamborghini they had in the back, and I was like, oh, he's trying to remember the name, and I said, was it Huracan? He goes, yeah, it was a Huracan, but it was something else. I was like, oh, something else more than a Huracan. And he goes, it's what? Oh, Performante. I was like, oh, there's a Huracan Performante here? And he's like, yeah, it's in the back. And I was like, can I go see that? So one of the techs takes me back there, and we see the Performante. Do you want me to start it up? And I guess, yes, I do want you to start it up. Video doesn't do it quite the justice it does in person. In person, the throttle, the initial startup of that Performante was just like a lion yelling at your chest. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. But anyway, beautiful car. Got to sit in it, got to see it up close and personal, and stunning car. It was fantastic to see it in person. It was one of the other reasons that trip was well worth it. So, After that, we headed home. Got the car, we stopped by, got some real deep dish pizza while I was in town. I know, in Chicago, it's kind of a stereotypical touristy thing, but whatever. I wanted some deep dish pizza, so I got some deep dish pizza. After that, we took the new vehicle home. But let's no more foreplay. Let's get right to the point. Let me show you what we got.
Wait. I'm gonna be a hand model. I'm gonna be a hand model.
You gotta open it with your feet. I drive Porsches with my feet. So with all that being said, we took the trip up to Chicagoland and got the new vehicle. And I know I've been kind of vague boasting about it, but I've been really excited about it. It's finally, for me, it's a chance to give my family something that they deserve and something that I can feel safe, and it checked all the boxes. So we got the Fiesta, we got the Element, got the wagon, got the CRX, but I needed something to put the family in. And the Fiesta she had wasn't bad, but it wasn't ours, and we needed more room. Ace is getting older. We need something we can tow with, something that we can pull trailers with, something that will get really good fuel economy, and something that we can just really be happy about and feel like we made it. So we made the big boy purchase. So Dashing Cars was not supposed to be just about Honda. I know some people wanted it to be about Honda, but it's more about Honda. It's about Ford, Honda, and also now it's about one more car. It's about Porsche. We got a 2015 Porsche Cayenne diesel. It's fantastic. I love this car. Look how nice it looks. And I got the Dashing Cars logo on it already. So welcome to the new family rig. Family, what was the name of it now, Ace?
Thundershock.
Thundershock. He calls it Thundershock. We call it Peppa because it's Cayenne. Like Peppa Porsche, Peppa Pig. But this is the new rig. What do you think about it, buddy? So this is it. This is what we've been talking about. This is what I've been really researching and doing some hard work every night for. It's been kind of, my content's kind of been suffering. My YouTube channel's been kind of lagging because I really haven't been able to get a whole lot of content out except for like special trips with the wagon. But this is it. So originally the plan was to get an MDX, and we got really screwed over at Vandergriff Honda in Dallas. And I hate to drop names, but they suck. I'm sorry, they just did. They screwed us over bad. We got there, we drove 3 hours to go get an MDX, tried to really gouge us on the price. We walked away from that a little sour, a little upset, but Brooke told me one thing. She said, you know what, maybe that's for a reason. Maybe there'll be into something else much better out there. And there was. When it comes to this, I didn't really know that Porsche had a diesel. I had no idea the diesel Cayenne was even a thing. But I was kind of messing around thinking about cars, and I was watching DDE, Daily Driven Exotics, one day. There's an episode where they give one of the guys a Porsche Macan, and I was like, I really hadn't looked at those, so I kind of started looking at those, like, those really aren't too bad a price. Well, some way, somehow, I stumbled across the Cayenne diesel, and I was like, wait, what? And it made perfect sense. All of a sudden, it had every box checked that we needed. It has plenty of room. It's rated for 7,700 pounds of towing. It's got 406 foot-pounds of torque. It's a 3-liter TDI Volkswagen motor. Again, Dashing Cars is not always supposed to be about just Honda. It's about me exploring new cars, me learning every day, me finding something new, and me providing for my family. This is my next step. Yeah, it's her car, but it's my car. She's daily driving it, but I'm going to take it on weekend trips to haul the Fiesta to the races and haul the wagon to events. That's the new hot boyness. So I'll do some more videos on this, and I'll kind of get you up to date as I learn some new stuff about it. But take my word for it, it's tasty. So again, sorry for the vague posting, but I have a kind of a history of, like, if I talk about a car and I'm really excited about a car and I'm fixing to go get a car, what always happens without any fail is it falls through. Like, I was bragging to my friends about getting that MDX that I was going to Dallas for. Of course, it fell completely through. So I try to keep this kind of radio silent, kind of hush hush, and that's why the vague posting, because I'm really proud of this. This is putting my family in this car, letting them daily drive it, and having Ace be able to be chauffeured around town in a Cayenne is just, it's a proud dad moment, and that's a first for me. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love it. I'm extremely excited about it, and I'll start it up and let you see the inside right quick, and then I'm going to end it because I got some more videos to work on because it was a crazy weekend. Well, thank you guys again for watching. Thanks for being patient with me. The video content's going to start pumping back out. That's really it, guys. That was the whole big secret. So anyway, until next time, guys. Peace.
Okay.
Have probably in dash cars. Hot boy for Peppa. Oh.